Hey everybody, today's words to live by are: talent alone doesn't win games. Teams win games. And those words were spoken by Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski. And for those who don't know who that is, he was the men's college basketball coach for Duke for many, many years. He won 5 national titles. He coached the Olympic team as well. I think he won 3 gold medals, if I'm not mistaken. But he's certainly one of the legendary coaches. He's kind of up there on the Mount Rushmore of college basketball coaches, both men and women. And so I think for me, I reflect on this a lot because I think, especially in today's world, nobody lives in isolation. It's just impossible. So every relationship you have is some type of team at work, at home, on the field, and so on. So you could be, I think, the most talented individual on the planet, and you'll only go so far, especially in 2025 and probably in future years. So at some point, you'll need to be with people who share a common goal, a common objective, mutual trust, collective effort, and positive energy. So there's good teams and there's really bad teams. I've been on both. I won't tell you about the bad ones because they did not have any of the qualities that I just mentioned. But I think, just reflecting back in the past as well as kind of where I am today, I played a sport that was very seen as individual in tennis, right? It's one-on-one, just person against person. But there's an absolute important team aspect to it too. I mean, up until I could drive, my mother mostly drove me to tournaments. I had a coach in when I was a kid and in juniors, Dave Fowler, and in my later years in college and beyond, Bobby Bayless. And so, those relationships are teams, right? And a lot of players who are better than I was, they have psychologists and trainers and the whole gamut of teams, right? So there's this whole element of shared common goals and trying to infuse those teams with positive energy so that you do better. I think in friendships of mine, past and present, ones that have spanned my entire life almost, who I still enjoy today, and friendships that are new, that are sort of new close bonds, and there's a reciprocal sort of helping of each other and sharing of wisdom and knowledge, and those are also positive, right? And even just in today, partnerships in business that I have and other business leaders that I share ideas with back and forth, and it's just this sort of combined positive energy where there's a give and take of collective effort, right? And I think of like legal friends of mine who, and I have many of them now at this point, and there's again a reciprocation of what I know, but then they are a great help to me with legal advice, etc. Right? So there's all kinds of teams that I think we're all on every day. We don't necessarily think of it that way, but I think it's good to, because like I said, you can be the most talented person, you can be the smartest or the most athletic or the best looking, and at some point there is an absolute reliance on having a good team around you. So I think the point is, if you know you're on a bad team, and you probably do in some way, shape, or form, or some area of your life, if you know you're on a bad team, take a look at what the energy is. Is it negative or is it positive? Take a look at, are people sort of pulling their own weight, and is there a collective effort together? Is there mutual trust amongst the team? And do you share the same values? Do you have the same goal, common objective, those types of things? But when you have a good team, lean in and don't look back. So those are my reflections on Coach K's wonderful words. And if you enjoyed this, please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you all again soon.